Cool. Okay, I need to take this. Wait, I think that's the hermit who lives there. Let's talk with him real quick. You got some barrels. Lot. Oh shit, I can't loot the graves. That seems rude. Quebrith Negrida. Do I have Quebrith Negrida? I do, lots of them. I don't need to loot. Hi.
How can I help?
Would you like to play some dice poker? It's been a while. It doesn't seem good. One or a two, come on. It's... shit. Come on. He's kicking my ass. Give me some vibes. Nice. Come on! Such bullshit.
How can I help?
What do you sell? Ooh, Dagon Sap. I'll take that. Anything I haven't read? I don't like to use bombs and oil in this game. Contains formulae for potions. The Book of the Kiss. Okay. Let's see. Well, I also had some books I didn't read. Right. Stanches any bleeding and raises resistance to it. Alright. Strength upgrade. Cool, cool. I'll read them in a second. Let's talk with the...
How can I help?
hermit first.
Anything a witcher can do for you?
I do have a problem.
How can I help?
There's a druid's ring nearby with an ancient statue of the goddess. The place is saturated with the power and attracts dangerous entities.
Not surprising.
The wild hunt began haunting the ring recently. Its king hopes to lure the souls of the warriors laid in the kurgans by my hut.
I have dealt with the hunt. What would you like me to do?
Kill 9 phantoms, a hallowed number of the druids. Perhaps the appearance of a witcher will drive off the king of the hunt. As your reward, you may have a book on vampires, ownership of a hut, or a wreath of immortelles.
Ownership of a hut? I'll be a house owner? Dude, hell yes.
I can do that.
Remember this. The king of the hunt is a powerful opponent, and no mortal, not even you, can hope to defeat him.
So how do I fight him?
Find mandrake root by the kurgans near my hut. The magic herb will keep the king of the hunt at bay. Merely light the candle that stands within the ring and sprinkle mandrake upon the flame.
Yeah, that sounds helpful.
Yeah, I guess I need to loot those barrels after all.
How can I help?
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
Oh shit. Alright. Let's start from the top, I guess.
Who lies beneath the kurgans I saw before your hermitage?
Knights who died serving the lady over the ages. Gavender defended her honour against the Black Skull Knight. Elavera perished at the foot of her altar fighting a water beast. Boar's tomb is symbolic, for the knight was lost on a holy mission. The last is for Renard, an ordinary innkeeper who stopped customers from pissing in the lake.
Who lies beneath the fifth mound?
The last stands empty, awaiting a new champion.
Wait, I want to ask the other
Who
question
lies
as well.
beneath? Do you take care of the kurgans?
Indeed. That is how I serve the lady. Her power is strong near the kurgans. At night, sometimes you can speak with the lady's champions. From them I draw wisdom and knowledge of past times.
Who is the Lady of the Lake?
I know her to be a goddess. At times I see her dressed in white, traversing the fields through morning fog, her bare feet stepping lightly over the dewy grass.
I see her completely naked.
Like her?
I love her. I believe the lady is not of this world. Mysteriously, she affects the entire area, safeguarding its people and granting them abundance. Yet her influence is subtle, and she never imposes her power.
Intriguing.
How can I help?
I just realized Alvin is behind me.
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
I heard you're an expert on the legend of the Holy Grail.
You seek the Holy Grail?
I might. Let's talk first.
Know that the legend of the Holy Grail has been studied for centuries. It's been interpreted in myriad ways.
You must know an abridged version. Say, 3 theories?
There are hundreds. But all right, 3. The classic theory, of which I myself am a proponent. The conspiracy theory. And finally, one of the most mysterious. The philosophical or mystical. Which one first?
Start from the top.
Tell me the classic theory.
Good choice. The Grail is a cup, a powerful magical object whose meaning cannot be fathomed by even the most powerful sorcerers. This chalice possesses the power to heal all diseases, poisonings, and wounds, and pain will turn into power. One theory also states that in the hands of a rightful ruler, it can heal entire lands and protect their inhabitants from danger, creatures of the dark, natural disasters, and so forth.
Sounds like Dandelion's ballads, only without a love story.
All who drink from this miraculous cup are healed, fortified, and enlightened to understand the truth.
Go on.
Go on.
Knights have been seeking the Grail for ages, yet none succeeded. Both the noble Lancel and the bold Boars failed. I heard even the Grand Master of the Order of the Flaming Rose has shown interest.
Any specific instructions associated with this theory?
Unfortunately, I know only what I garnered from my books.
Okay. Let's do the philosophical one. I did not get Erendite yet, no. Pretty sure that's gonna be at the end of the chapter.
The philosophical, mystical one.
The most esoteric. The Grail is a concept, a general understanding of good. The search for the Grail is nothing beyond an ordinary quest for perfection.
Interesting.
The Grail has no specific form or shape. It differs for each individual. It can be an object, an idea, a discovery. It can also be a search for the truth about oneself. This theory claims the quest for the Grail to be the goal in itself. The result is of secondary importance.
What are you suggesting?
I serve the lady and am more insightful than you think. I know you return to the world of the living from death, presumably in search of something, but that is none of my concern. Just remember one thing.
What?
At the end of your journey, the Grail may prove to be entirely different from what you initially expected it to be.
I think it's an actual cup. I watched Indiana Jones, alright? Tell me about the conspiracy theory.
The conspiracy theory sounds interesting.
This was popularized by Bronze Dan and begins with a convoluted theory about the derivation of the word Grail. A few tortuous pages in, we learn the Holy Grail is actually Sangreal, which in the Elder tongue denotes royal hallowed blood. Bronze Dan concludes that the Grail is actually the descendants of the prophet Lebioda.
Go on.
These descendants, talented in the ways of magic, were protected by a secret organization before they ultimately mixed their own blood with that of En Seid, the knowledgeable one. The theory goes on to present the tempestuous and twisted fate of Sangreal, but the author gets lost in his arguments, often contradicts himself. Generally, it turns into an unholy mess.
Enough genealogy and genetics. I sense that's a false trail.
Which theory should I present next?
Right, I think I'm good.
Thank you. Farewell.
Wait. I have more questions.
How can I help?
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
What do you know about the Wild Hunt?
'Tis a group of crazed spectres who traverse the heavens searching for souls like themselves. They are susceptible to magic, especially of the ritual kind.
Right.
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
What can the Wreath of Immortelles do?
You might find it useful.
Okay. Any details, perhaps?
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
Why does the Lady of the Lake seem skeptical about the search for the Holy Grail?
Many fine knights set out seeking the Grail, abandoning their roles as guardians of peace and justice under the guidance of the Fisher King and the Lady of the Lake. Now the Fisher King is mute and the knight's gone. I think the lady must be very lonely.
But she's a goddess.
You know not how lonely a goddess. Do you think goddesses cannot be lonely? The gods ultimately created us in their own image.
Okay, I think that's it. Did I want to buy something else? I don't think so. I'm good. I'm gonna throw these. Also, let's read one of these books. Disenchanting Astriga by Anonymous. Excuse me. The Witcher then said to King Foltest, "Pay me, sire, and I will find your daughter in the Dark Tomb. I will restore her human form if I can, and if I cannot, then I will not hesitate to kill the princess." The king understood this was his only chance, and so placed his daughter's fate in the Witcher's hands. The conjurer struggled with the figure for hours. He warded her off with silver and magic arts. He grappled with the beast and did not let her wound him, but avoided causing serious harm to her as well. Finally, he locked himself in the crypt, sealed the entrance with magic and waited until dawn. Witchers possess great knowledge about monsters and know that the rooster's morning call is enough to disenchant a cursed creature. That was in the intro cinematic. Let's read this as well. That one was short. The Double Cross of Al-Zur, an edition censored by Brotherhood. I was vested with the thankless responsibility of preparing a new edition of the incomplete Tomb of Al-Zur. Some of its pages have been torn out, which describes the methods of creating monstrous beasts. Whoever remembers the Koshchei or the Y of Maribor knows the evil the book has caused, especially the Double Cross of Al-Zur described therein. The following edition provides information on creatures such as the Frightener or the Koshchei, but does not contain the secrets of creating these beasts. To ensure safety, I would nevertheless suggest that readers never utter any formulae aloud and speak all vowels while inhaling. Alright? Skullhead. Can throw these as well. What's the skull hat? Ah, I remember. Okay. Okay. I need these mandrake roots. Let's get rid of these. Can I go in here? Nothing. Okay, I would like to do this guy's quest, but I'm worried about finding the other trophy creature. I guess I'll save. If I fuck it up, I can reload. You can only carry one trophy at a time, that's why I need to be careful. Place of power, it's gotta be. Haven't I killed enough wyverns? Where are you aiming at? Look at this. Here we are. I need to put these. Wait, what? Do I have to do it at... I need to put all 5? Maybe? No? Yes. Riot. I must defeat the race that haunt the Druid Circle. The hermit claims I can keep the king of the hunt away by placing mandrake root on the fire in the Druid Circle and lighting it. And it's lit right now. I don't see a king of the hunt. Maybe I'm supposed to do this at nighttime. Let's just do this real quick. I want to get this out of the way. See that tail? That's another trophy creature right there, I'm pretty sure. I need to deliver this trophy first and then come back and kill this one. It's a little tedious, but it's what we gotta do. And I am gonna look for that peasant woman again, every time I go past the village.
Yes?
Sheathe your dagger.
What do you mean, yes?
She killed my Elena! I'll never see her again!
Selena killed her sister?
She confessed. They argued, and Selena pushed Elena. My beloved hit her head on a stone. It's too terrible.
An accident.
Selena told me, and I couldn't control myself. Selena envied Elena, was jealous of Julian and his wealth. She must be punished.
Elena is not dead. She turned into a noon wraith.
Terrible! I must help her.
Try not to do anything stupid.
Look at this guy. How can you tell him not to do anything stupid? It's in his nature.